bring with news. Captain Pepper, prelate, Secretaries of the Order of the Hammer passed away. Immediately after the launch of their freedom works by, he entered the halls of recording and having sat in the command hall, he was granted a vision. For over 3 days, prelate Hectarius preached about Saint Cognatius being incarnated, body made of the saint's own holy relics. The spiritual feat depleted prelate Hectarius' strength and peacefully departed for the Emperor's throne after the sermon's conclusion. The Order elders believe this is a sign that Saint Cognatius' relic, currently stored on planets throughout the span, must be brought together. The Order is preparing for the election of the new prelate. Under this guidance, whose guidance we will undertake this holy meal. The majority of the votes are divided between Perilous Lugnalia, well known for her favor, and the merciful Cellarer Icon. The minority of the Order is the Koronus Expanse, a humble and reasonable one as the pearl. Does the prelate Hectarius dead? Does elect Hectarius dead by you assault? I'm afraid does not. The esteemed Hectarius began his service as a battle missionary, has long grown weary of the peaceful life befitting a man of his status. He yearned for a worthy spiritual feat, and when presented with the chance to serve as the voice of the saint, he gave that little strength remained. He died, he was exhausted and dead. How does the Order intend to? In conclave, aims to procure relics that once belonged to Saint Cognatius, all that can possibly be procured, given that legendary figure. Many items in the Koronus Expanse have a large connection to him. However, it seems unlikely that any of the relics on Earth will be eager to part with them. The answer to the question of how the Order of the Hammer is going to retrieve them depends on the identity of the next prelate. I wish to know more about the candidates. Perilous Lugnalia was converted by Hectorius Arceus on one of the hidden words. She then served as his bodyguard for many years and eventually became the protector of the Order's reliquary and the leader of his military branch. As for Brother Taiwan, he is an aristocrat by birth and he had excellent education who have lived in luxury, but he not renowned secular life for the sake of ascetic vows. He is intelligent, thoughtful, well-read, and most importantly, genuinely merciful. Two things can be said about Koronus Expanse. He has never been famous for his prowess in battle or his honor, but the monastery has never wanted for anything on his watch. He is most reasonable and obstructive individual. What will my companion say? I have sympathy for Perilous Lugnalia. Let her meet Hieronymus on foot. Let her meet with her. She will accept her as a worthy leader. We ought to support her. A careful and sensible girl sounds like a safer bet to me than fanatic or a clever aristocrat. Voices say that he has a few faulty secrets, and knowledge of those secrets guarantee us. He has a few faulty secrets, and knowledge of these secrets guarantee us his loyalty. Brother Tygon. He and I met back when he was called Tygon Drivestein. Oh, he was a monk back then. He was a grandson of heir to Urban, Dargonus, an honorable young man. Despite his association will mean much to the Drivestein. The three of them together will make a possible prelate. I mean it. None of the contenders can match the lead Hectarchius in authority, so regardless of whom you select, the others will likely accept them as their new superior without complaint. You should bind them with those and compel them to work together. Solomon is right. Why choose one? I hereby urge can pull their efforts. Yeah, that would be nice, right? Solomon is right. Why choose one? I hereby urge the countries to put their efforts. Each one of them has their strength in it, so let them complement one another. That's true. Although surprised, Hectares agrees, so the unorthodox decision was assigned. The late perilous three-day sermon, along with the appointment of 3 new heads of the order, might point to 3 being the number of genuine relics of Saint compares to remaining in the expanse. Energized by the momentous shifts in the life of the planet, the prelates now styling themselves as Triad of the Hammer, eagerly set up there for the sacred oath. No, I won't do this. Probably will do. No, dirty bureaucracy. Not touched by Hollywood. No, we can't do this. Let's do we'll see. I won't do it. We have something. Okay, so we discuss with him. Let's do the RBDs first. Save here. Rotated. The marshal is ready to meet with you. Do you wish to yes. I would prefer first know exactly what it is the father Sapien expand wants to speak about. I do not know the details, but I would assume the procedure is the same as it was in last time. A person to a female allyship between the dynasty, the adeptus, and the discussion of tithe-related affair. Yes. I'm ready to discuss our business. Ooh, adeptus arpides. Wow. Marshal Gregorus Drax. Marshal Drax of the Adeptus Arpides. Puma walks in a body fitted with peasant from scrubbing apart the magnifying not for heroic good. Cohesively behind a giant hero who climbs static survey. Her robes are adorned with sacred symbols of adeptus administration. Perfect Inscribia Vulture. Rock trader. Nobody has on balances. I Perfect Inscriptia Vulture greet you on behalf of the Adeptus Administrator. Will now begin the due procedure of official address to the ruler of Dargonus as formalized by Amendment 4-N/10 below SK 941. May your name be withered in glory for centuries to come. May your fortunes ever proliferate. May the God Emperor bestow upon your duty worth by his chosen. Feel comfortable or listen to the end. The perfect resumes her elaborate formula. You notice a few poorly consonant units present blinking by the crowd. Among the crowd, they drags on for another 5 minutes, but you pass this test of fortitude whenever. At last, the perfect address comes to an end. I do not recall seeing your call. What is the purpose of your visit? Marshal leans forward, his voice is low. When he speaks, it fills through the marble tiles of walls. The Adeptus RPS delegate has arrived to greet Lady Theodora's successor to see the extension of a decades-long agreement. If I may continue for you. As per degree of Theodora Morales' Order 037/3N, the representatives of the Adeptus Administratum and Adeptus Arbitis are sanctioned to use the Palace of Justice, oversee tithe collection in the Protectorate, and review any and all cases of tithe avoidance, tithe extendance, and other irregularities. These rights have been formalized in numerous pacts and statutes under the main decree. Considering your new position, you may have yet to acquaint yourself with all these documents. You are the successor of Lady Theodora, whose alliance with our two sacred organizations forever glorify her as Rock Trader, closely tied to the executors of Holy Terra's will, and we, as representatives of the Adeptus and Adeptus Arbitis, must verify that you are able to maintain the alliance whose brought such repute to your dynasty. That is why we have arrived in person, as the present circumstances have provided us with a chance to see if your intentions concord with those of the Lady Monolasius. And what circumstances are those? Our work has been disturbed by unforeseen setbacks regarding communication and transportation. As our requisition assets were not adequately prepared, we have lost some of our personnel and resources as a result. The arbitraries are too short-handed to perform all duties expected of them. Since they first arrived in the Expanse, their numbers, limited from the outset, have only continued to dwindle. After analyzing the situation according to Amendment FS 89/893-24 to degree or 037-/3N, we have decided to notify you of the tithe violation committed by one of the wards of the region. This regrettable lapse must be rectified as quickly as possible. And which word was that had the misfortune of drawing your attention? Tessera, a federal word far from the main roots that was bereft by the Imperial slave, then discovered less than 2 centuries ago. It supplies agricultural resources and manpower. I will carry forth the responsibilities taken on by the Lady Theodora. I offer you my help. An arbitrator will be assigned to you for increased security. Broke an answer from the center. Thank you for your support. I'll go to the Sarah as soon as I can. The Emperor protects. Once again, no specifics given, of course, and my reports nobody ever stops to think. So now we have Solomon. So now we need to do okay, so now we are in a good alright. It's a vanguard. So what? Is the dogmatic. As a heretical. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Are more close to radical. Did a couple of heretical dogmatic class. Okay, so more on radical. Okay. Okay. Mm. Okay, let's go to the quest. After this quest, terrible news from the algorithm captain. Subsidiary Hive City Riviani 84-249 has been destroying a series of cascading failures. Production has halted. People have broken their vows of obedience and are fleeing. Many of them are perishing in the wastelands and overloading the transport lines leading to neighboring hives. Surrounding the residential areas are becoming increasingly agitated by the influx. What is your directive regarding the distribution of this? What is the cause of the catastrophe? It is still unclear. The noble houses are casting blame to our agents of the Steam Achilles. Station died heroically trying to save the population from this disaster. The final reports mention some vulnerabilities in the industrial sectors of the lower Hive. Not going into further detail. All your servants are currently too busy dealing with the consequences of the crisis to investigate causes. What say my advisors? The death Elias agents troubles me. It may not be coincidence until the causes of the disaster can be clearly established. I will avoid letting referring to other hives. There may be saboteurs among them. I recommend setting up prohibitive cordons where the record can be contained in the wastelands between the hives. The Emperor bids us to face the often cruel strokes of fate with dignity. If other hives do not wish to accept the unfortunate victims of this tragedy, then let the victims themselves teach those